Everyday chat and chart live during the New York session. Here, real traders share the raw truth, their mindset, technical analysis, and execution. This is where real traders show their skill set. Welcome to Tradin TV. This is your stage to shine.
Hey, Rosa.
Hey, how are you doing?
All good, all good. No introduction today, I guess.
Yeah, I was,
I was
I was waiting
expecting,
for the
somebody
introduction.
else.
I was looking at the other screen I have, and when I said, "Oh, that's too silent,"
Yeah. And it's fine. I guess we don't need no more introductions.
no
You should
introductions.
start to be familiar with us. What's up? What's good?
I'm kind of on holidays, so
Okay.
I'm just trading a little bit less. But
Okay.
I'm very close to home, so I'm going back and forth. So I'm on holidays during the day, and then I come back home
Okay.
and
Okay.
trade
Okay.
with my usual computer. It's because the Wi-Fi, it's not, or 4G, it's not stable where I'm staying. So
Yeah.
it's a bit difficult, and I don't want to risk it. I'm gonna say hi everyone in the chat. Hi Mario. Hi everyone. I think they are they giving away some accounts? Is that possible
Yeah.
or not?
Yeah,
Okay,
what we'll do is we will give away 4, right? I think it was 4
yeah,
accounts.
5,000 accounts.
Yeah, 4 accounts, 5K. Yeah, yeah, for
Let's see.
the most active commentators, the ones asking questions, etc. I guess we'll repeat this as soon as more people will join as well. Let me repost today's link
Yep.
into my
All right.
community as well, so they can join in as well.
Yeah. Let me change. Let me clear up my charts. So everything's tidy.
Sure.
Okay. Just a second.
I'm already out of the trade for today as well. So yesterday I started with the stop loss. Today I started with the take profit.
Okay,
So
great.
yeah,
Let's see. Bear with me a second.
sure.
Okay, I think I'm done here. So I got confused today between the accounts, and I entered a trade. Well, there's no wrong account. It's okay anyway, but it wasn't the account I was expecting. And
Okay.
also, I got very late in the trade, so I'll show it later. I'm just cleaning up some charts so we can start over.
Yeah, I can take a look at the gold chart.
Yes, please do.
Yeah.
Okay.
There it
Yes.
is. Yeah, so what I will do is because I didn't have it marked out on my chart, I have a trade history. Maybe I show it to the camera here.
Great.
Yeah, so it is I was looking for sells yesterday and it was too early, but idea my main idea was the liquidation of this wick, and then a move down. Price went and retested like these areas, and then we have a reaction today. So what I was looking for, I mean, on M15, price is still bullish in terms of swing ranges, right? But we had a lot of pent up liquidity over here,
Yes.
and it was the daily target pretty much for this liquidity. So as soon as we started making bearish internal structure, I decided that I will be a seller for the day, simply because I can tell that right after the open, we came up, we made a daily candle wick in an area of interest, which is this inside bar. So I just imagined that when candle opened, it immediately went up without leaving a bottom wick, created the top wick, and now we are moving down. Um, so after recognizing these patterns here,
Um, I would go long straight away. So you waiting. I'm seeing you waiting. Let me chart this out to see what's the area when what's the starting point of your area? What's the price?
the one for longs,
Yeah, the one for longs. Can't see the price.
3347.6.
Okay, it's a good area.
Yeah, yeah. It should be like, I mean, it should be. This is what this area has caused. Is it weekly? Yeah, it's a weekly low as well. So
Mm-hmm.
this is weekly open. This is weekly low. So this is weekly bottom wick. So we might as well like go along here if we continue bullish. That's true. Now we're building a little bit of like equal. We're building equal lows, so I think it's gonna get swept anyway. So it's a little bit too early now for longs, I think. But anyway, yeah. So I managed to enter after liquidity was swept on this wick. I did it
Hmm.
on M5. So just yeah. So this was my liquidity, and once I started seeing M5 breakdown, and by breakdown I mean we had a reaction here up, and then we had a new low right here. So for me, this zone becomes valid simply because it did get a reaction, and new low was printed, and then I went with like $3 stop loss and 1 to 3 like this, and I was like pretty much out of the trade in a few candles, honestly. So
Great.
that was my trade. I didn't want to go too greedy because I was still expecting price. We had this reversal areas, like break of structure areas as well. We also have this here, but it turned out to be liquidity. But yeah, so that was today's trade for me.
Fantastic trade, to be honest. Great.
Yeah, it turned I was a little bit skeptical because we had like this formation, like three candle
Hmm.
formation here, and I remember on one of the streams I sold into it. I think it was with Sai, that he mentioned that he didn't like selling into these candle formations, like this kind of a V shape sort of a
Me neither.
recovery. Yeah, yeah. So, but like, I mean, I had a double confirmation with the
Hmm.
structure here as well. So I just anticipated, like we were also going up for. We are a little bit extended on a 4 hour chart. Like by the time I was entering the trade, we were very extended as well. So I was just anticipating some sort of a pullback. That's why my targets were very realistic. Not I was not aiming to like 1 to 9s and 1 to 10s, you know. So that was my trade.
Fantastic. Amazing trade, to be honest. 1 to 3. I've never
Yeah.
done something like that. I'm always 1 to 1. And when I see 1 2, 1 3, or even higher ratios,
Mm.
it's like, wow, how do they do it? How do you manage your
Yeah,
patience?
yeah. I know what you mean, but in the same time, you know, it's for the way I approach it is like I need to get more on my winners simply because I lose a lot of trades as well, you know. So
I
it's
know, yeah.
no, I need to, and my risk is like it's it it's a sizable risk. So I need to capitalize and make my wins bigger, you know.
You're right. Okay. Let me just show you the trade I did today. A very wrong trade.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, let's see. That's the German. Let's see, German sharing screen. My mouse is fantastic today. I don't know what happened yesterday.
You just
Okay,
needed, you know,
sharing.
the good old fix of on off. You know, the best way to fix things is to turn them off and then turn them back on again.
That's what I did,
Yeah,
and it worked.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, I think you're seeing my screen now. So, okay,
Yeah,
so I was aiming, this is DAX, the German index, and I was aiming to get in here at this point. That was the optimum entry point. But somehow I got distracted, and anyway, I just got in like 7 points farther away, which is a lot to me because
okay.
I'm only after a few points, so 6 7 points, it's a lot. I shouldn't have entered the trade, but because I was so, let's say, angry at not being focused when
Yeah,
I had to, I entered the trade. Anyway, it went okay, and I could squish it a little bit more. So that's not the
okay.
optimum.
Happy
That's a
days.
late. Yeah, let's optimize that. So this is late entry, hit TP. This is the TP. Again, I'm always showing you, this is the right MT5. So this is my MT5. This is the trade. You can see it here. But I use this indicator just to highlight. I use it for some of the things, but it's highlighted the trade. So there's no
Yeah.
mistake or nothing confusing. So yeah, late entry, hit TP. The original TP was here, was there, but I managed to squish it a little bit more, like 10 points, 10, 11 points.
Yeah.
So
But did
it's
you
fine.
and you held through that drawdown as well, right?
Yep, I had to,
Uh,
yeah. And I
yeah,
decided to because at this point, when I got in, when the price was around here, I don't remember, but just around hitting the original TP, I decided to move break even and accept the risk. So it didn't hit my break even by, let's say, 1 2 points, and then it took off. So
What about,
okay,
do you go break even at all, like on these trades,
no, no,
or
no, no. I
no,
did
just like
manage
a
the
stop loss
trade.
or take profit? That's it. Yeah,
Yes, I don't usually put break even on the German index either. Same as
yeah,
NASDAQ, it's either all or nothing. But
yeah,
because I didn't enter the moment I had to, and it was kind of a different trade, I decided to
yeah,
move to break even. And I thought, if it hits break even, let's call it a day on the German index, and that's it, and just leave it like that.
yeah.
But it
Well, it
went
was a
it
good
went
turnout. So
fantastic. Yeah, it was a good turnout. So, and I'm now looking for do something on gold. Tuck 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 tuck. Where's my? Because I saw your analysis. No, this is not. This is then. I'll do it on this account. I'm just balancing. Uh, 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 uh. Okay. So let's see how it goes because I see it's same. I should have entered maybe here.
Yeah, it's like for me when I see like equal lows, it's like a no go.
Oh, really? So if you see
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
it's a no-go
yeah,
for you?
yeah.
Okay.
But like I mean, you are your trades are like very kind of quick. I mean, you just
Yeah.
scalp them and you exit. For me, there's like it has to be more. I'm not usually on a 1 minute, so it's
Hmm.
I have to wait for a little bit more price action, and like usually I sell into double bottoms,
Hmm.
even not
Oh,
not
okay.
buy the double bottoms but sell into them. So it's like for
Oh,
me
wow.
it's a good indication that liquidity is there pent up. So by the
Okay.
time you get out of the trade, like by the time you have take profit, you might actually your take profit might be my entry, for example.
Your entry
That's what
point.
I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
see. Great. So I'm going to read some of the comments to see because we are
sure.
giving away, well, FundingPips giving away um, 4 5K accounts to the most commenting people, commenting regarding trading, of course. So let's see. Do you see any questions? Smash the profit
No,
button.
not yet. I was looking at the comments as well,
Oh,
but
Joben is saying, I think everyone took a loss today. Well, I didn't, and Arnas didn't. So,
yeah, not everyone, no, but
yeah, not
yeah,
everyone.
I yeah. Why do you think everyone took a loss today?
Yeah, that's a
Interesting point to
yeah,
it's
interesting
interesting
statement.
statement. Yeah,
And then the answer is because I did, right?
yeah,
Sometimes.
yeah.
How are you doing, Rosa? I'm okay. I'm not a scalper. Uh, Adeniji is asking if I'm a scalper. I'm intraday. Usually my trades take like between 1 minute and 3, 5, 10 minutes stop, but sometimes they get stuck and I have to wait for 30 minutes or an hour to have my TP or stop loss. So I don't consider myself a scalper, but a short intraday, a quick intraday.
Yeah, the as little as possible intraday.
Yes, as little as possible. Yeah.
Yeah,
I I relate a scalper when people say I'm a scalper with people that usually enter the market very often, like many times in a session. And I usually go in one time if I can. Sometimes two, three, but I'm not usually like going in and out of the market. That's why I don't consider myself a scalper. It's just one, and if it hits TP, it's TP down. That's it. So done for the day.
it's
Mario is
they're
asking you,
saying.
Arnas, if
Yeah, I
you
see, I
do
see.
some analysis. Fantastic. Just go ahead.
Yeah, sure. And I
Euro
saw there
dollar.
was yeah. Oh, wait, I saw a funny comment. Um, Hold on, I want to find it. I was looking.
No problem. In the meantime,
Uh,
Adeniji, Rosa, you talked about 1-1 RR, yeah, risk reward ratio, which is good.
I
But
can't
what
find it.
is your average win rate to be profitable? It's between 55, 60, 62% profitable. Yeah, as an average, I'm now up to date, it's 59%. That's more than enough. If you go 1-1, anything over 52% profitable, it's money, means you're profitable. I can see your screen, and that's
Yeah,
fantastic.
yeah. Okay, so the main thing about euro and pound was obviously the dollar and whether we are done moving down or not. As it looks right now, we are reacting from this area, but again, we have a lot of equal, like we have a lot of liquidity. So I think the dollar has yet to fill this area first. Like I'm missing a news induced wick here, just like something like this. perhaps that would be one of the scenarios, because I think we need to hit the purple zone at least for a weekly chart, and now we're just building liquidity. So that's the dollar for me, and now I want to see the low of this candle, which is 585, and then the low of this candle 587, and the low of this is 584, meaning that this zone has held by 0.001. So this has not been invalidated, the zone, yet. So potentially we might move up a little bit more. Looking at the 15-minute chart, it's kind of sideways after this huge dump. Let's see. We have break of structure. I find it a little bit hard to analyze because I scratched my monitor yesterday. Yesterday, I kept my monitor in the trunk of my car,
Oh
and
wow.
yeah, and like 2 weeks ago, I was driving with some. I was driving with the car with the trunk of the car filled with the rocks, like small rocks, for the garden. Yeah, and one of them, and I think I placed my monitor on it, and while I was driving, like it was sliding around, and now in the middle of the screen, I have like this, like uh, like I'll show later, but it's like just scratched pretty much. So
Wow.
sometimes that's why I'm doing everything slower. But oh, now I remember the funny comment that I saw. Somebody was saying, "Please analyze faster." Somebody was now I remembered because of the why I said that I analyze slow. There was a comment saying, "Please analyze faster."
And give me signals, please.
Yes, please do it, please, and please give me 100% signal, please. Strong swing. So yeah, I mean, we are rejecting these levels, but we did make a new low. Until we are out of this, we are still bearish on 15-minute. We are moving internally. We're moving bullish, of course, but swing structure is still bearish. So I would wait. In terms of dollar, again, we have the zone just below. So I think this could be inducement, and then we could have some sort of news catalyst, which is today, 5 p.m. ISM PMI, and then we have tomorrow. We have nothing tomorrow, so the PMI perhaps could push us either up or down with the dollar. Then, if we look at
Sorry, Arnas, is there
euro,
any news today?
yeah,
Any news? Didn't check.
yeah, ISM
Oh yeah, 4.
from
Okay.
US, yeah, ISM PMI. It's at in it's in 1 hour 30 minutes, close to 1 hour 30 minutes. Euro. So pretty much the same chart as the dollar as well. We are bearish in terms of swing structure, and we are now in a 4-hour pullback, and we still have not mitigated any of the higher time frame zones. So I think we still have more downside um, overall. Now, in terms of uh, some zones, let's see. So we had a change of character, was here with this candle. We changed character and we turned bullish, obviously. And we have an unmitigated zone here, meaning that price has not tapped here. So we had a huge displacement and price has not tapped it once again. And then now we are literally ranging within one candle here. So any decisions would be made if price moves out of this range for me. I mean, we are moving within one candle of a Friday candle. So um, it doesn't look like sells or buys for me just yet, because for sells, I would like to see price tap into premium as well. And we also have these equal highs. So I think it needs to go. Um, So the only supply zone that I see price reacting from is right here right now. It is an okay zone, but it's not in premium pricing, and we also have unmitigated areas just before this whole dump. So price could easily come back up and remain bearish even if it comes here and wicks this high. It could still, it technically it's still bearish in terms of swing structure. So this is also a potential scenario to like completely retrace this whole move now.
All
So
right.
that's euro for me. Yeah, but I mean nothing. I wouldn't do anything unless one of these levels is broken. So and buys potentially from this zone here, if we get there. We will potentially at some point. It's unmitigated, and then sells from this area here as well. So it's price is just like in the middle. And I like this. There's this saying, "Don't diddle in the middle." So we want to sell high, and then we want to buy low. So with trend, and then a pound. I'll take a look at the pound. Pound looks weaker, but it has came back down all the way to a daily key level on a daily chart.
Wow,
Um,
there's a lot of
yeah,
comments. We'll go through the comments later, guys. Just wait for Nas to finish
yeah.
his
I'll finish.
very
Yes,
slow analysis.
yes, yes. I'm sorry,
But it
but
takes
it's
time. No, no, no. Don't be sorry. Absolutely no. I don't think it's a nice question to ask someone, a professional, asking just do what you do, but do it faster. So you can do
yeah,
it
yeah,
faster.
yeah, yeah.
uh,
It's like asking a chef to cook your
yeah.
steak faster.
So
Can you
that's
please
not
cook
very
it?
nice questions, to be honest.
No,
So
no, no. It was funny. It was funny to read them,
let's be yeah, it
but
was funny, but let's be respectful. So just sorry, Anas,
um,
go ahead.
yeah, no worries. Yeah, so we are reacting from the daily zone and daily strong swing levels as well. So daily chart is still bullish until we breach and close below on daily, pretty much. 4 hour chart is also it's bearish now, but we are forming some sort of a pullback. So pound looks better simply because it has created new highs. So now we have like this internal structure being built. So obviously we have a lot of price information to the left,
Hmm.
but I don't see this zone yet mitigated. We are also pretty far out into discount levels now as well. So we would want to ideally buy, but what's different about pound is that now this zone here is an unmitigated zone that has caused a new high here. So if we take a look at euro right afterwards, we'll take a look at the euro. Like euro is stuck within one candle, and pound is making some sort of structure. However, the previous candles, I mean, it looks like a little bit dead, honestly. So I guess we're waiting for some new catalyst. So yeah, that's my view. I mean, on pound, I would potentially be looking for longs from the zone simply because we had another high that originated from here. In terms of sells, I would wait for this low to go, or potentially look for sells from these areas. And also, I have an unmitigated zone here. So there's a lot of gaps, pretty much, and a lot of market objectives that needs to be done. So
Mm.
here's my quick analysis of pound, euro, and the dollar. Let's see some questions.
Yeah, let's see some questions here. Sell high, buy low, open 50 lots on gold, bro.
What was it?
Discounts.
What was it again?
So
I
it's
was.
an open 50 lots on gold, bro, and
Oh yeah,
leave a lot
yeah.
size alone. Yeah, that's
Okay.
gambling. That can work once or twice, but not very often. Um, some more
And we talked
questions.
about gold
Let me.
before. There talk. Okay, now its price has moved up significantly on
Yes,
gold.
and I
So,
took. I was in. I went in. So I'm
oh,
in
you
on
went
gold.
in.
Yep.
Okay,
And
good, good.
let me
Let
show.
us see your screen.
Yeah. Where am I? Okay, here. Pip. I went in.
Okay, that's a nice trade.
Yep. That one's performing nicely.
How much was your stop loss?
I think
It's hard to tell.
it was here where my original entry. So I'm just closing down the straight because the stop loss doesn't go here. It was here. So that's the stop loss. I
Oh, okay,
told you
okay.
to enter here. It came back. So I'm gonna close the trade.
Yeah, that's a beautiful trade,
Yeah. Close.
Mister.
Yep. That's it. Done. And just showing. This is the trade. Let me write down the trade so I can put it on the trading journal later on. I'm expecting gold to be up here at some point, 3374. But in the meantime, I just
Yeah,
closed it.
that's what I'm looking at as well. That
Yep.
would be like the last mitigation. That's where price
Mm,
initiated this big movement down. So
mm.
that's where it would ideally need to break even, stop traders who started selling where I did and did not take profits and still held. So the objective now would be to stop those traders, break even, and yeah, London session is like now it's in a midway London session range.
So, did you pay attention to the highs and lows of the sessions?
Yeah, I take a look at it. Like, I mean, I just to get an overall view, like how the daily candle looks like.
Okay, that's it. So
Yeah,
this
so
is the
now
NASDAQ
I just
entry.
checked.
Sorry?
Sorry, I just no, no, it's I just checked like why price moved from where it did, just because of a one inside bar there. Oh, no, it's fine. No worries. Sorry, you were saying?
Oh, no, that's so it's real executions. It's German index, and then now the gold, and that's it. So that's why I like MT5. So I absolutely admire people analyzing on TradingView, but I can't manage. So I go absolute crazy. I make a lot of mistakes, so that's why I always do it on MT5. It's a matter of decisions, but it's a choice. But I
Yeah.
couldn't do it otherwise. So all right, let's see if gold retraces. To me, it should. Wow, with this runner, I'll have to wait somewhere here or here. I'm just marking up this area, not because there's a special price in it. It's just because it's down below this lower lows. So I need the price to
Yeah.
go down these lower lows and then look for a buy.
Yeah, and it
But
makes sense where you have your zone anyway with my levels. So
Yes, yeah. Sometimes it's what I said the other day. It's even having completely different approaches on
Yeah,
entries. Sometimes the levels are the same because the price is the same for both of us and for everyone. So what we are seeing on the charts is the same candles for absolutely everyone in the everywhere in the world, everyone in the world. And isn't that amazing? How seeing
yeah,
the same
exactly.
candles, seeing the same charts and candles and movements, someone can make money and someone can't, are not able. So it's
True,
impressive. But
true.
even sometimes I admire people 1,000 times better than me and say, how do they do it? How do they take even more money than I can get out of the market? Seeing the same candles, what do they do? On how do they, what's the psychology or the ways they understand the market? Very different than mine. So we are both profitable, but not at the same level. And then that's
Yeah.
something that impresses me every single day about trading. It's
And
just the
also, like,
same chart.
what I sometimes think is like, nowadays we have like computer charts, like trade copiers, etc., etc., smartphones. Like, imagine trading in 1980s. Like, it's like, and people made bank then. Everybody, like, it was 1960s, 1928,
Yep.
1930s. Traders made bank all the time. So it's traders lost and made money, of course, because it's a
Yep.
zero
Yep.
sum game. So
It's
yeah,
impressive. Yeah. So okay, let's answer some of the questions.
yeah,
Boring market today, says RBFX. Well, not to me. It's not a boring market to me.
yeah. Price is moving. It moves and moving up and down.
Okay, some questions here. Why it's impossible to read them. There's so many. I'm
Do you
going down.
expect price? Yeah, I'm seeing, like, yeah, maybe we should just scroll down to, like, there was a lot of
Someone's Moyo was asking, what do you think of negative risk reward, like risking 20 to get 10? What's your view on that, Arnas?
um like, I know some people trade this way. For me, it's like, I can't imagine trading, like, I mean, mathematically, I think it has to be at least 1 to 1. I mean, you cannot win more than 100%, so I mean, with a negative risk to reward, statistically, over long term, I think it's you have to be winning more than 100%, if I'm not correct, and it doesn't exist more than 100%. And 1 to 1 is where, that's where, I mean, that's the basis, I guess. It's, you risk the
Hmm.
same amount as you are willing to lose. At least I like, I mean, I've had, there was one guy trading like this negative risk to reward. I'm not sure how he's doing, because he's like, he was in one of the group chats that I was in, and yeah, he was overall lying a lot about everything. So it's hard to, like, for me, it's like, I don't understand this whole approach as well. So, and I've
Yes,
never had any experience with it.
I might add, I agree with you. I don't understand how they do it, but I was on a trading floor, just watching, not trading, watching professional traders do it, and it was impressive because there was like 20 people working on like trading on an inverse negative risk reward, and they managed to make a huge amount of money. Every single trader there. It was in Barcelona, and I was
Mm,
surprised because that's something that escapes my logic. It's like,
yeah,
how you did, how did you do it? But I've seen it done. I've seen it many times, but not to me. I can't. I tried and it didn't work. No,
yeah, yeah. I
my
wouldn't even
mind's not
try it.
set up this
Uh,
way. Yeah.
no, for me as well. I mean, if I'm putting something on the line, I need to get at least, my, at least my money's worth, so I mean, I need that 1 to 1 at least.
Yeah, it's like when you are running, right? At least the breakfast. a sandwich.
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
If you go
Exactly.
out running, at least get a sandwich.
True.
So
True.
yeah,
I see.
someone was asking you about why gold. That's unknown, like in gold. I think that question's for you. What do you
Well,
think
what is
that
it?
gold hasn't retraced? It's been written many times because he's
Okay.
talking about order block level with 50% Fibonacci on it, and that
It's
question's for you.
so. It's like I can see unknown 700. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yes, yeah, that the one.
In gold, what do you think that gold has not retraced to the order block level with 50% fib on it? Do you think it could have retraced deeper to 1 hour fair value gap to get a good entry? I'm sorry, I don't trade fair value gaps, and I really don't understand the question. To ask a question about a chart in words, it's impossible to, like, for me, I don't understand it. Like, it would be better if you gave us a link to your screenshot, make a nice analysis, if you show your chart, then it would be easier, because we do speak the same language in terms of candles. So I might understand, but I mean, I don't trade fair value gaps, and I don't I don't trade 1 hour candle as well, so it's hard for me to understand the question, actually. And then
Joven,
yeah, yeah, sorry.
no,
I
sorry.
just was
No,
looking at
no, no.
one of the comments as well.
Yeah, I was laughing because I said someone, Joben was asking if everyone lost today, and I said that's because he lost the trade, and actually he was saying yeah because I took a loss. So
Yeah, of course.
and
Surprise.
yeah, surprise. So Avi's asking me if I trade high impact news. No, because I don't know what's the result. It's not a battle. I'm prepared to fight.
Yeah,
No, not at
yeah.
all.
It could cost a lot. So
Yeah.
Mindogas Dragunas is asking, what do you think is the best risk management strategy for prop firm trading? How much risk per trade would you recommend? Is it better to be more aggressive in phase one, then more careful in phase two? Should you lower risk during drawdown or just stay consistent throughout? That's his next question. You want to take that, Rosa? What do you think?
Um, I usually, I am, not usually, but yeah, rather always, but very often, let's say. It's not always, but yeah, I usually, when I'm on stage one, or phase two, I am not as much as conservative as I am when I'm already funded. Because there's something you have to take into consideration and you have to think about it when you pay for a challenge. You not pay, let's say I'm buying 100k account like the three I have, right? So 300k account, 100k account, it's around 500 dollars. Okay, so I'm paying $500 for 100k account, but that's not the way I see it. The way I see it is I'm paying $500 for a 10,000 account because 10,000 is the drawdown I have, right? The original drawdown. So when I split the money in how many trades I'm gonna take this challenge, usually it's 1, 2, or 3 trades as minimum as possible. I'm allowed to be very aggressive on the early stages, but once I'm funded, I wouldn't do so. I wouldn't be aggressive because there's real money on stage. It's also real money when you buy the account, but it's two phases. You split the actual amount you have paid for this account, for this challenge, and then I split it into trades. So then I say, okay, how much is going to cost me this trade? So let's say it's 100 euros, dollars, let's say dollars. It's going to cost me $100 or a $500 to get to the first stage, to get $8,000, which is the benefit, the profit I need to get to the second stage. So $500 to get $8,000. To me, it's a nice ratio, and I can manage this ratio. And then I split it into trades, so it's $250 each trade. Sometimes I took one trade, sometimes two, sometimes five, because it's what it is. The market, I can't ask the market for money. So market gives me the money he wants to. So that's why I'm very aggressive in the beginning, and then when once I'm funded, I'm conservative, because that's actually every $1,000, $2,000 I can ask for a payout, and that's real money on stake. But to me, the first two phases, it's real money because I've paid for the account, but it's split it. It's divided into every single trade I took. So losing $100 per trade, that's not a significant amount. And I'm talking about the 100K. But if you go down to the 5,000K, you should be able to be very aggressive in the beginning, and then normally conservative. And once you
Yeah,
are fun, but I don't know how did you do it, Arnas? Is it the same approach?
I do the same. Yeah, I mean, I try to stay in a challenge phase as little as possible because my goal is to be on a funded stage. So I
Mm.
mean, I wait for a good trade, and I don't go with a small stop loss. I give it more room to breathe as well. My goal is, I think Zamko explained it very good as well. Like he's risking like 4.5% all the time on like evaluations, because then you need 1 to 2 pretty much to go through to the next level, to phase two. And you just need to guess the direction, like be like less specific with the entry, give it a bit bigger stop loss, and you just have to go with the trend. You just have to guess the direction of the day, guess the day, yeah, the direction for the day of the asset, and that's it. So I mean, the way to do, like, I don't want to be stuck, like usually it's like my first trade is always gonna be the amount of risk that if I get a take profit, I pass. So it's 2.5%, 3%, sometimes 4%. When it comes to, for example, two phases, two-phase account. If I go on a one step account, then just 2%, smaller stop loss, and then challenges as well. So because it moves,
Yes,
it can
gold
give
is
you a
my favorite.
yeah, bigger risk to reward. So you can just time your
Mm.
entry. Yeah, get in at the bottom. Don't like try to get in with the, like, when I come into, for example, for the session, and I see that the candle is already red, I don't expect it to turn green. I just sell. I just kind of trade with the direction of Asian level, of Asian session. Like just expecting continuations, because like simply it's a better chance to pass once you're trading with like a continuation trade, pretty much.
And Arnas, that's a question from me.
Mm. Yeah,
Why do you like the one phase challenges? Because then the drawdown is less than the
yeah,
two phases.
yeah. I
So
know, but it's just
I
just
okay,
because of the weekly 80%, like the Tuesday 80%. Nobody does it, just
okay,
funding pips. So yeah,
yep,
it's
okay.
it's
Yeah, I
just
have
every
to wait two
Tuesday.
weeks.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the thing. And knowing myself, like, I could perhaps, trade one day, make a good payout, wait until Tuesday, and like don't trade at all the
Great.
rest of the time. Yeah. So that's why, like, I try to limit myself to as little market time as possible. And the way I do it is by like securing a payout and then waiting
Yeah.
for the payouts to withdraw, and then trading again. Because I
And then
mean,
trading again. Yeah.
yeah, because I mean, I don't have the best what do you call record on keeping my accounts. I fail the accounts. So like, I mean, if I get 4 or 5 payouts out of an account,
Hmm.
that's good for me. And then, I mean, the ROI is high anyway. You pay $500 anyway. So I mean, even if you get a single payout of like few $1,000s, it's already positive ROI?
I manage it as a business, probably same as you. So how much money have I invested in challenges, and how much money I'm getting out of the investment. So that's it.
Yeah, exactly. Same.
Hey, Ricardo,
Even
how
with
are you? Sorry, it's one of my students, and I
oh,
was saying
okay,
hi.
nice.
Go
Brilliant.
ahead.
No, actually, I was just scrolling through the
So
questions,
many.
and there was somebody was asking you what was the main factor you look at before entering a trade. Like, I think they were asking for you to, like, what's the trigger pretty much for you to press the buy or sell button.
It's my setup. So I've defined my setup. I'd recommend you to write down what's your setup, like whatever it is, but just write it down. Analyzing day one day, monthly, weekly, 1 minute time frame. In my case, is 1 minute time frame. I don't pay attention to absolute anything that's on the left. Key levels, super amazing areas, or rejections. I don't pay attention to any of this, and I'm starting from now. I'm just sitting down. I pull up the 1 minute chart, and how much candles, the candles that my screen gets in, that's the candles I look at. That's it. And then I don't start analyzing the past, because I'm a pretty fast trader, so I don't mind what happened. It's about what's going on. So then I looked for, as I said, for instance, let's say NASDAQ, because it's easier, this strategy to explain. I look for, it's three 100% objective parameters. If they are okay, so if they are three parameters objectively valid, then I have to contextualize the trade. Let's say, is an important news coming up in 10 minutes, 15 minutes? Yes, is a super important news coming up in 10 minutes. I won't trade. But that's something I have to take responsibility. Is the trader part, the responsibility, the analyzing the context. But when I say context, is there any high impact news coming up? Is my take profit on a spot, on a price level where the price has rejected previously many times? No. Okay, then based on that, I take a decision. I make a decision, and I decided to go in or out. But my setup has to be there. It's like I think you're seeing my entry. So what I said, this is gold, and I was talking to Arnas, and if I'm not mistaken, I did say here.
Yeah.
Entry point. That was my entry point. So I didn't, because I'm on a live streaming, it's different. I'm not 100% focused on my trading. I didn't take the trade here, but it was a valid scenario. So okay, I decided, because my setup's there, I decided to take the trade. 22 points above my entry point. That it's a lot. But my stop level was still here, was still down below the lower low. That's it. That's my setup. That's my scenario. It's still valid. Just go for it. And the same I did with the German index. I just squished the trade a little bit longer. I don't usually do that. If I have entered at the right point, at the right moment, I would have gone for 15, 20 points, and then I'm out. And then some people ask me, why didn't you get that many points, 100 points more? Because it's not my strategy. My strategy is 1-1, but then sometimes I have to trade differently because the market behaves differently, and because I've been a consistent trader on my personal account for 8 years. So I kind of know what I'm doing. But you have to follow your setup. Setup's there, your entry is triggered. That's it. You have to go in. That's why you designed that strategy. Just to
It's
follow the
like that.
rules.
It's the confidence of it, like of pressing the, like, I mean, it should be no hesitation. As soon as you see something that fits your rules, just take it. And then
And there's no,
the thing about it that it's like it could go wrong, meaning that it could be a loss, but it
yeah,
also could be a win. So that's like
yeah.
I noticed that new traders, they focus on too much, like they see their setup but they're afraid that it's gonna lose, and they end up missing the setup and then taking some bullshit trade after, just because of the emotions afterwards.
Yep, yep, you have to trade it. And if you are wrong, like 20 times in a row, fantastic. Something's wrong with your strategy or with you. You have a fantastic answer. So you have to either fix yourself or fix the strategy, but something's wrong. You realized that something's wrong after 20 entries and not 3 years and a half later. So just take it. And that's
Yeah,
it. It's a
exactly.
fantastic opportunity to improve very quickly and to change over, not the strategy, just to fix what's wrong. It doesn't mean the whole strategy is wrong. Maybe it's you that you are not executing. Both trades I took today say optimum entry point. That's the German index. Late entry. Okay, it went well, but it could have been wrong. That was a late entry on both of them. Why? Because I'm on stream and well, my level of focusing is different. If I'm alone, I'm not talking to anyone, but it's very important to know that. Am I entering late than expected? Yes. Okay. Am I assuming the risk? Yes. Am I able to go on with my life if that trade is a stop loss? Yes. Just go ahead. That's it. It's very easy. So it's not easy, but it's simple. Um,
Price action is
oh,
enough for trading. Yes, price action is enough for trading. I mean, price action and levels, I guess. Like you need to know where you need to learn market structure. You need
hmm.
to that's like the most important, to know whether price is bullish or bearish, and that's it. And then the rest is reading candles and telling, and looking for some patterns. Same as Rosa, like she has it on her screen. I mean, she had a pattern that she finds profitable, and she can continuously find, and she just takes it, and then you can see the result on the screen.
And I see some questions asking the risk reward ratios, if 1, 2 is good, 1, 1, against the trend, on the trend, following the trend. And my view on this is it doesn't matter. Whatever works with you. I've seen amazing traders trending the trend, so the trend is your friend, and some others going like me. This is a reversal. What I'm doing, do you see the trend in gold? It's downwards. So I'm against the trend. When I enter the market, it's against the trend. But what I'm
Yeah.
expecting to be another trend. But that's something I don't know when I'm starting. So in gold, I trend against the trend. NASDAQ is following the trend. What I think in trading is the magic of this work, of this job, because anything works, anything. So, and you can see Arnas. He and I have extremely different points of view of the market, and we're both profitable.
Exactly. I mean, simply like I was selling and then you were buying. So I mean,
Yeah,
the result was the same.
and it's working. So,
Yeah, I think it was only when was it, Friday? I think when we were on stream where we entered
mm,
both in cells. It
both
was
selling
yeah,
Thursday or Friday, I don't remember. Yeah, and
yeah. I
but
don't
I
remember I also, but one of those days.
and then I cut the trade very early, 1-1, and
Yeah,
you let
yeah,
it run, and we
yeah,
both hit our targets. But I
yeah.
couldn't
Exactly.
let this trade run because it wasn't my strategy. It was your strategy, not mine. So I had to cut
Yeah,
it
yeah.
when my strategy said it. So it's amazing. It's just incredible.
And it's
Let's
nice
see if
to have,
there's.
it's also for me, like trading, like for like it's nice to have streams, for example, with you, for also like with the profitable traders, to because I mean, when I see something that like I didn't just, I could have just blindly copied your entry here with the long gold, but I just had some conflicting views
Yeah.
and I decided not to. But I feel like with more and more streams that we do, that I'm just gonna do it blindly
Yeah.
and not you. Like if I see you going in with risk, I mean, I'm just gonna take it also. So I'm not gonna care what I think. So I'm just gonna take it.
But you know what? My advice on that is, of course, you can do it because you are already an experienced trader. But it's important to know the strategy you're copying
Yeah,
at least a little bit, just to see what's my thought on this strategy. And maybe you disagree, but my line of thought is is fine. So you can disagree, but you're not saying it won't work. So
yeah. Of course,
I don't
never.
know if that's
That's
the
the
difference. So it's like when I see you entering trades, it's like, how can they do it? It's impossible
yeah.
what you are doing to me. And I would enter, of course, if you would enter a trade live, I'd probably to take the same entry because your line of thought is consistent.
Yeah,
If I don't agree with it, so that's
yeah.
someone you
So
can learn from
same it
it.
was with me, and this trade that you just took for me was okay. I see like the bottom, like there, and for me it's okay, liquidity. It usually, not
Yeah.
every time, but usually when I enter, I just get wicked out and price just goes in, and I'm like, no, okay, will this be the same time or not? But then after price moved, I took another look at the charts, and I found like an inside bar that price has reacted from, and gave a good signal. So, and if I look at the candles, the low of that 15 minute of
Yes.
those two candles.
Yeah. Look at this. Do you remember the other day? I've forgotten the name of the other trader, but someone said that's
Mm.
a V shape. You see that V shape here?
Yeah.
And I don't go lower. I don't go selling when I see that. When I
Yeah,
see this
yeah,
pattern, that's why I took the trade. I risk it, and I took the
yeah.
trade here because I saw this pattern. My pattern, my setup's here, but then I saw that and I said, let's give it a try.
But what about the one to
Um,
the left there? Like if you look at the left, it's also like a V shape, like the a little bit further down, further
here.
here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's my setups. It's again here
yeah,
in gold. My setup appears so
yeah,
often. But that one setup, it's even better than one. But I didn't see it.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's it.
Well, it eventually turned out better for you because there was zero
Yep.
drawdown. So
Yeah. Zero drawdown, and then you see stop loss here, entry here, and take profit 1-1. In
yeah,
gold, sometimes it's 1-2, so I let it run till these lines here. 1-2, done.
yeah, yeah.
So I
That's
could
good.
have
It's
traded
just like
once
it's
here
just
and
go
then
out.
again here, and that's it. So I had a setup here. That's another nice setup, this level in here. I'm just waiting for rejection. Gold is very easy. It's rejection, but that's why, because there's so many setups on a session, that's why I'm risking 0.25% and
Yeah,
not the
makes
whole
sense.
1% I risk on NASDAQ or the German index. I have to split the risk because I have many entries, and I could have wrong this one on this first setup here, and still I would have tried again here and again here, and no more setups for now. I have to wait
Yeah.
for a discount price.
Yeah, price
Uh,
has already like it already moved. Like that was
yeah.
the first set trade of the session was where I traded
Hmm.
like that displacement there, and now we have a displacement back again from those lows. So now we could assume that London has made either a daily low with this V shape, because if you look at 15-minute candles as well, like I mean, it's
Okay.
yeah, there was like some sort of a V shape, like a recovery, a good recovery, a strong recovery now.
Let's say, okay, this is the
Um,
starting of the day. Okay, this is London session.
yeah,
it's recovering.
And
So,
then we have a wick, the daily wick, and then we could potentially be heading for perhaps even session highs, or we will start at some point. We are midway into London session now. New
mm,
York just started, so we'll see if we can get into 337 1.5 in that sort of area,
mhm.
which is like maybe London high mitigation. So we'll see if New York wants to fill London orders, pretty much fill the same areas as London. So, which is, for me it's three
Wow, that
three
is,
seven seven
yeah, three
two
three seven
seven
two
two to
around
seven
here. Yeah,
six.
nice area. And but I have to wait because you are
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
because you
yeah.
can go short on gold, and I'm
It's also
always
news.
long. Yeah, I never trade short on gold.
Oh, okay.
I
Only
don't
on
know how to
Thursday.
read. Yep. And because it was pretty clear. No, sometimes I do it, but it's not my main
Yeah.
strategy. In the sense of I
For me
don't
is,
read the gold when it's short. I don't read it the same way.
yeah.
I don't get the hound of it.
For me overall, I like selling. I'm like on my funding pip statistics, it even says that like I'm a like perma bear sort of. So like I like to see prices crashing.
I'm scared when it's crashing, but then is when I take the longs. So I'm not. It's weird. My personal account stats are like 95% long on gold, 95, 96%, 50% short and long on
Yeah.
NASDAQ, and 50% on the German index. So,
Okay.
so I have no bias except for gold, which I'd rather trade at the shorts. Sorry, the longs.
Yeah. Now one
Okay, so
minute
this
is
is
pushing and looking for the highs.
okay. Let's see if there are more comments here. Gold more pump. Yeah, but I'm out of the trade, so market structure shift upside.
They're asking about books as well.
Sorry,
They're asking about books. Do you read any books that
I have read Trading in the Zone, but I think it's a book you have to read once you are at least 2 years
yeah.
within trading, even if you're not consistent. Because when you read it, it's so obvious, so logic, everything it
Hmm.
tells, like that you think you're already doing it
Yeah.
because of your ego. When you have been losing and not being consistent, or just struggling to be consistent for 1, 2 years, and you read it again, it's like, I might haven't understand as
Yeah.
well as
It's
I thought.
like a Eureka.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then you
Right.
have to read it
Oh.
again every now and then.
Yeah, for me it
So,
was a good one. I don't read them. I listen to them on my
mm,
Audible. So once I'm driving or before bed and etc. So um, I have Market Wizards, an amazing
oh,
book. That's where they do interviews of the traders,
mm,
from like Paul Tudor Jones and Ed Seykota, the legendary traders from the 80s and 90s. Then Trading in the Zone, of course, and Think and Grow Rich, 48 Laws of Power, Best Loser Wins, Trading for a Living, and The Mental Game of Trading. That's the ones that I have in my library, and
they are
I've
good. Yeah,
listened to all of them. Yeah,
I'm thinking about subscribing to Audible. Yeah, because I
yeah,
used
it's
to
it's yeah,
used to
it's
be
it's
there.
10, but it's £10 I think per month, and then you buy like you get one credit a month I think, and then
Yeah.
you just
Mm,
keep the books.
hmm
Arnas, which copy
uh,
trading tool do you use? I use Traders Connect. I used to use social traders tools, but now I use Traders Connect.
So you can connect the different accounts.
Yeah.
That's great.
When did you start seeing consistent profit, Rosa?
I started trading binary options.
Yeah.
And yep, so that was crazy because I thought that was trading. I mean, general trade. I did know nothing about trading, and so I met someone. What do you work? What do you do for a living? I'm a trader, and then this person started teaching me as a hobby binary options, and I thought that was actual trading. So when I realized what I was doing, I thought, okay, I quit my job and I have no plan B. So regardless of what people think about binary options, it should have been regulated, blah blah blah. But it was easier to me because no stop loss, no take profit. So your emotions only come to play before entering the trade. But once the trade is in, you weren't able to modify anything. So no emotions. It's just time. The time to hit the
Yeah.
time when the trade's closed. So I got consistent and I found not a glitch, but two stocks that recreate the pattern I was using, very similar to the German index I'm using now, every single day at the same time. Two European stocks and two US stocks in the afternoon. So honestly, they started banning me from companies, binary options company, because I withdrew massive amounts of money. So I was profitable in 1 year, but then I had to move on when they were banned in Europe to FX. I moved to Forex, and it took me 6 months to readequate strategies, psychology, mentality. And I got consistent because I quit my job in London. I used to work in the city for a massive company with a massive salary. And I quit everything because I was about to be a super famous trader and very, very rich.
But were
So
you
I
sorry?
had,
A question for you. So were you were working in the city of London?
yeah,
Like, yeah, were you working in finance
I,
or?
no, in IT.
Okay,
I
okay,
worked
mhm,
for ARM, the
okay,
microprocessors in Cambridge.
okay,
A lovely company, lovely people. I'm still friends with most of people there as a manager, and then I moved to Accenture.
okay.
So as you all know, London salaries when you are in IT and the managers, blah blah blah, are amazing. So my life was amazing, but I wanted to be a trader. Um, so I had no plan B. So I had to be consistent, and I had all the time in the world. That's the truth. So I had no job because I quit, but I had the London expenses of living there. Um, so I studied for 12, 15 hours a day. I barely slept, and I got very consistent and very profitable in another year. 6 months to get up and running with Forex, and then I moved to to indices like NASDAQ and DAX, and then from there I took off. But it was very painful. I'm regretting the way I did it because it was very painful. So a year and a half in year for the binary options, and then 6 months to Forex and beyond. So a year and a half, but it because I didn't have any other plan. And I'm very obsessive when I like something, very obsessive
Uh, that's
with mastering.
usually the successful people are obsessive. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
overall
obsession.
about anything. Okay, maybe it's yeah, obsession. I mean, maybe it's passion. Not obsession, but passion, perhaps.
I
So
call
it's
it passion. My
yeah.
psychologist says it's obsession. Fine. Probably she knows better than I. But yeah, I call it passion. When you are passionate about something, it's like a hobby.
Yeah,
People do 9 to 5, and then they go play football or cycling or whatever hobby they have, and they do it for hours without having an income back. So for free. So it's the same. Every single second I have, I'm just trading or learning about trading or improving my skills or watching YouTube videos to see other realities. So whatever works for you, but at least you have to, I mean, in the end, you have to be successful. And I think it's a matter of time. So between 1 year for the most advanced to 5, 6, 7, 8 years, it's a nice area to be consistent. So I don't think there's a rush.
yeah. There is no rush, definitely.
How did it go for you, Arnas?
Pretty much like it took me longer, but because like I was working in the bar. Like I'm a bartender. Actually, I've been working. That's the only job that I have, pretty much, that I had since I was
Mm.
19. Night work and yeah, I was just traveling around, working in the bars worldwide, everywhere. And yeah, the reason I chose this job, like, I mean, it was fun in the beginning, but then I just for like it looked like when I started studying in Copenhagen University, it was a good way to get good student money, tips as well, like the whole service area. But I didn't want to
Of
be
course.
a waiter and so on. So I wanted to be a bartender, and then I kind of took it more on a professional level, competing in championships, etc., and started involving myself in a more like opening new restaurants, helping the owners with opening new restaurants elsewhere, etc., etc. And then it led me to Oslo. Once in Oslo, I was already getting payouts from other firms even before discovering FundingPips as well. But I lacked like it was inconsistent, So I
Mm.
was working in the bar. Then I felt like I am fine just surviving from trading, but then I wasn't. As soon as I quit, I have to find another job. But being an expert in my field, it made me pretty easy to join some sort of restaurant, like a restaurant or a hotel. Get a proper. I was also living in Scandinavia, so it's very well paid as well. So and yeah, for the past 3 years, I think it's been full time now. So
Yeah.
um, yeah, but I mean, it took me some time, but I also come from like hard work. You cannot get here in any way but just struggle, hard work, hustle, and so on. I mean, there's no other way to get here, to get to the level where you want to be.
Yeah, that's 100% true.
Yeah.
It's important to know it. So, but you're very young. You started very young. I'm way older than you. so
I mean, I
so
started. I started when, like, I started 8 years ago, so I was like 23, something like that, 24. That's when I started learning to
yeah,
trade. Like dibbling. But I'm jealous of some of my students who are like 18, and like they're already like
yeah,
have the basics, like they're already, and like it's a good if they can continue, and not drop it and continue to
yeah.
fight it, and let it come to them. They're gonna
Mm.
be living a good life, because just and quite early in their age, so I wish I found trading earlier, to be honest.
Yeah. It's well, being a trader, it's very difficult because your tool is not a pencil, it's not a hammer, it's the money you've earned before, and that's
Yeah.
very important. That's the difference. Not because the money has some other. It's more important than a hammer. It's the same because you paid for a hammer, so it's money as well. but it's the relationship we are taught since we are kids, at least in here. Having this relationship with money, so be very careful. You can't spend all your money. You have to save. Blah blah blah. That's why being a trader it's so hurtful and it's difficult. Other than apart from not having places like this place already, like this FundingPips trading initiative, where beginners can learn from serious people, from people that have been there before and they are somewhere else they want to be. So it's important to visit places like this channel or any other channels that do the same, because it's important to see the reality and to understand it takes time. It's very hard. You feel, at least my case, I felt very lonely on during over the years, not just in the beginning. Nowadays, I don't take about what I do to most of the people I'm surrounded because they don't understand. How can
Yeah,
you tell someone I have earned? Oh, I made $1,000 today or 3,000. How can you say that to someone that has a regular salary, even a good
yeah,
salary?
yeah,
Have I
exactly.
lost? Oh, I've lost $3,000 today. It's a pity. Let's go grab some some food.
Yeah,
I don't talk about it. It's how's been your day at work? Fine. That's it. But
yeah,
that makes you very lonely sometimes. You can't talk
yeah.
to
That's why
like the
this
rest
it's great to
people.
have these streams, with us. Like we get to, because we have, I mean, we deal with same stuff pretty much, at least
Mm,
similar. Like
mm.
it's the same with me. But now my girlfriend started learning the course that I have as well. So
All right.
she's starting, yeah, because she was she was hearing me, like when I used to like take some one-on-one classes and I used to do it at home. She was hearing, market structure, change of character, like supply demand, etc., these kind of candles, inside bar, all of these words. And she was like, what are you talking about? And now she
It
gets
was that.
it now, so yeah, she gets it now.
Yeah, it's important. It's a fantastic profession, very hard,
Yeah,
and I don't
yeah,
know
it is
about
difficult,
you,
but it's
but
rewarding.
it's rewarding. Yeah, and it has to be your passion. Only crazy people can be traders. That's for sure. It's insane the amount of
Yeah,
emotions you
the
have to
stress, I mean,
manage.
also it's
Yeah,
especially
yeah,
when things are not going well, when you're just starting out, and you have to explain, like where
mm,
I had to, like I remember, like I used to make it, like in Norway, like I used to make like 4 or 5,000 euros a month or something like that, like from working in the bar. And I needed to explain where it all has gone, because it's just like challenge fees, personal
yeah.
account, just like as soon as you get the salary, you blow like pretty much all of what you could be saving, and just yeah, use the rest for necessities like rent
Yes,
and food
yeah,
and fuel. That's
for
it. And the
surviving.
rest goes. Yeah, exactly. And then like a good good size of the salary just goes,
Yeah, it's not my case anymore. I've been always I've been saving money all my life, so
yeah.
I've never struggled with money. That's to be fair. But I started when I was wow, Troya, when the Romans area, uh, many years ago, like 100 years ago, when I was 19, 19, 20 years old. I used to deliver pizzas
Okay.
on a bike. So that's how I started while studying my degree, whatever. Anyway, so but I always saved some money. So and now I've never struggled, as I said, but it's always like this part is for trading, this part is for living, and this part is for saving. It's always like that.
Okay,
So it's
that's a smart
important.
approach.
Yeah, because you never know what's going to happen with trading. Let's say, what if I go blind tomorrow? That's
Yeah,
it's a silly question, but yeah, it can happen. Accidents happen, so that's why my approach is a very savvy approach. Like I have to make sure my future doesn't depend on me 100% of the time, because at some point I won't be able to trade. Maybe not tomorrow or in 10 years, but maybe in 20 years, 30 years. I'm quite old, so I have to plan my retirement already.
Yeah, yeah, I'll get there as well pretty soon. So, but
Yes.
yeah, pretty soon I'll get there soon too. I already
and,
feel
and
like it. You know, I'm taking time off, like instead of like going to a festival or something on a where I see, like, you know, on Instagram a lot of people like in the beach side on a festival. Instead, I'm in like close at the lake, you know, completely silence and just doing
yeah.
streams and like just sitting on the terrace watching the lake and the
Yeah.
woods, going to a spa, you know, and so on. So it's like I'm
You're
already
behaving like an
turning
old man
turning
already.
grandpa.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're a
turning
grandpa
grandpa,
already.
you know?
Let alone if you have kids, because I have two little kids and it's just crazy how much they
Mm.
spend. It's just, oh, that's an ATM. I'm feeling like I'm an ATM now, so I have to provide
Yeah,
for them all.
you
So
have to you have to print. You have
yeah,
to print
I have
like
to print.
Jerome Powell.
I've
Yeah.
got it right here. The printing machine is like ding ding
Yeah,
ding.
exactly.
No, but in a
Whenever
more
whenever
serious
your
way.
kid comes whenever your kid comes to you, is like, "Mom, I need this much." You just like,
every
there it is.
time I
Yeah.
every time I listen Mama, they are 6 and 4, and it's like, oh, I
Okay.
don't want to hear the name. It's because they know how to ask for things.
Yeah.
I've never asked my parents for anything. Maybe once a year when my birthday, but now kids are pretty different. And the thing is, sometimes they hear with me just playing around while I'm trading, and they look at the charts and say, "Mama, do they really pay you to do so? Because your drawings are pretty nasty, they don't like it. And you're always drawing the same colors and the same things. It's boring. Why
Yeah.
did they pay
Yeah.
you?" And say, okay. Anyway, so it's on a more serious conversation. What I'm trying to say is you always have to save. If you can't buy a challenge, because I've read some comments like, I don't have money to buy a challenge, you have to save money. It's the tool you are trying to work with is money. So you have to buy a hammer or scissors or money. You have to have plenty in order to start buying challenges, and then make it with a strategy in mind. That's
Yeah,
very, very
exactly.
important.
We
uh,
are now approaching the levels on the gold.
on gold, let's see, because I was looking at the NASDAQ. Oh yeah, your levels is right there, nearly there. Yep.
No, but not yet. I think we can go a little bit higher because 4 hour candle is closing in 30 minutes. So now it's very, very bullish 4 hour
Mm,
candle. So what I expect is price perhaps either make a new upper wick on a new 4 hour candle or like
mm,
close bearish, like perhaps sell off before closure. But we are now at the areas of interest for me.
mm.
It is a
Let's
V-shaped
see if it
recovery
gets
though.
there.
So
Yeah, 100%. When I see that, sometimes I think, just wait. If it goes above this V-shaped starting point, well, the V-shape to me starts in here.
yeah,
This is
yeah,
the
yeah,
area.
yeah,
This is the
yeah.
starting of the movement. So
So
let
I'm
me
just
accommodate.
debating whether we can get to 3374s, you know, something like that. 3374.
Mm,
Because I want the price to be, I want stop losses like 7, 7, 7, 6.5,
mm.
something like that.
Yeah, so,
But the news are coming also. So I mean,
oh, in 30 minutes. Yeah, you're right. I
yeah.
forgot.
So I
Mm.
don't see the point.
What about NASDAQ? Doing nothing. Nothing to me now. And oh, whoops. So nothing either.
Yeah,
I
it
won't try
turns out like for
next.
me, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna force a trade also
No.
just because of the sake of it. I already had my trade in the morning, so I mean, not looking to add losses because I don't think price will do what I wanted to do before. Like, news are in 30 minutes. I don't think
Hmm.
it will do what it needs to do for me to get out before news.
Viciejo or something like that's asking me, what's my biggest fear? My biggest fear is to not doing what I do because I absolutely love it and I've worked very hard to do so. And if I had to go back to a company and work for someone else, I would do it because I've been working, even being a trader. Sometimes I work for companies as a contractor just to give them some advice or prepare some specialized things I used to do many years ago. But it would be a massive disappointment to me because I really love what I'm doing. I really love it. So it's something crazy. I would marry trading. So that's the amount of commitment I have.
That's a
So
good.
that's my biggest fear. So go blind tomorrow or have an accident or I don't know, not being tuned with the market anymore and going back to work for someone else, I would do it. That's 100% truth. And no regrets, but it was like it's a fear. So every day I wake up and say, "Wow, let's hit it today." That's what I think absolutely every day, and I I'm thankful to do what I do after so many crying days
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
trying
yeah,
to
yeah.
be a trader.
True. Okay, so gold has pushed into
Yep.
73.5 now,
Either do you want to
tapping the,
share
the
your
good
screen
zone
if
now.
you're planning to go in?
Yeah, sure. I would like to see some sort of a bearish candle first.
Yes.
It's also at the London session highs as well, so I'm not doing anything yet.
No, I'm not doing anything. I just changed the account to see if I can trade gold on that one,
Let's see
but
if it sweeps
nothing.
the highs.
Mm. Well, it's very strong.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, the daily candle just flipped bullish, but it's at the opening price. I'm
Mm.
debating. And this is a bullish 5-minute candle here. And we also have a lot of zones up, so okay, we're moving through. Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything. I mean, now we have wicked London high.
Mm.
Just this V-shaped recovery. if this candle would close below, then I would enter perhaps. Oh, like with something like this. But I mean, price is still pushing up, so. Yeah, I mean, no, I don't want to sell it into this volume, so catching tops.
Oh, so gold's too strong.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh. No way. So, to me, nothing on gold.
No,
NASDAQ has
I'm not
already
taking anything.
opened. No. Wow, NASDAQ, nothing yet.
Yeah, 4 hours closing in 20 minutes, as well as news.
As the news, yeah, we have to wait.
So no trade, give some trade.
Yeah.
This is-
And one of the
Okay,
guys,
I'm giving a trade now. Sell. Let me think about what you should sell. Let me open. Sell U.S. oil.
US oil.
I mean, there's the saying in my country, that what sort of question is that sort of an answer, So the quality of the question resembles the quality of
Yeah.
the answer.
Sirpa
Let's not
asked
forget
you
that
to
we'll do.
provide.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah.
just
Sorry.
Sirpa was saying, give us a signal and don't do like Rosa that I didn't signal my entry on
Oh
gold.
yeah.
And you're right, Sirpa. I didn't do it. If I can prevent you from taking trades without understanding the whole process, that's what I'll do. Anyway, I'm just waiting for NASDAQ. If I plan to go in on NASDAQ, I will let you know. I think. Not sure. Yep, the VIP Finance phase 1 passed with gold buy from Rosa's entry. Wow. Okay, the
Good
VIP
job.
Finance, you owe me a coffee. You owe me a coffee already.
Saying sell your kidney.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to sell something and you want to trade, yeah, sure.
Clinton, I've been trading for 9 years already. Early 17, I think, or end or late 16, things like that. Long on NAS, it's been long already to me, but I didn't take the trade. So I'm just waiting. Yeah, NASDAQ is not clear. I think I'm going in NASDAQ with a very small risk, ready to go long.
You want to switch to your
Just
chart?
a second. Yes. 23 seconds, so I still have time to share. But guys, don't copy, please. Don't. If it doesn't work to me, this trade, I don't mind. It's okay. Candle closing, I don't really like. I'm just waiting. I'm not in the market. I'm just exposing a buy stop above the higher of the previous candle, above high of candle, and I'm just waiting. Okay, I can move the stop loss. I don't like this. That's the context I was talking about earlier. So I'm just seeing these candles, I'm just watching them, that's it. And this is my actual momentum, which is pretty unstable. Don't really like it. Okay, I'm just taking it. Oh, auto trading disabled. Oh, shut up. Okay, I'm in. Not the best trade at NASDAQ. It's 16.
Taking a buy, right?
Yeah, it's a buy. It's very difficult. This area here is very complicated. I'm not sure it's going to get to my TP. But it's oh, come on.
Looks like
Okay,
it's there.
down.
Beautiful.
There it goes. Beautiful. Same candle TP. That's a problem with this. It's less than a minute trade, so I might be discount. So this profit, it probably will be discounted, but it doesn't matter. It's fine. It's okay. But it's a TP. You can see, guys. I gave a signal now. Are you happy? I gave it. It hit TP. Sirpa, sell NAS now. Sirpa, I gave you the signal and you are selling it. TP,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's ego.
But guys, have you seen it? It's here. So I mean,
They have I think there's a delay. I think
okay,
it's
there's a
there's a
delay.
delay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Because TP hit with Rosa. Okay, Sirpa, another coffee. Okay.
You'll be highly caffeinated.
Okay. Hit the subscribe button and like
Yeah.
this stream because Arnas and I are having a fantastic time. We won't be here with you often.
Yeah. Just tomorrow.
And
Just these 3
just
days in a row.
yes, tomorrow. So we'll see you guys.
And then the
We
next
will
week.
see you, and then the next week. So again, there's a delay. I understand. The problem with this trade is under a minute trade, and I think this is not allowed at FundingPips, but I don't mind if they discount the profit from my account. It's fine. To me, it's a profit. It's been nicely executed trade, and this is what I do. If it hits stop loss, it's a nice and extremely high, well done, executed trade. That's it, nothing else. So, all right. So, I won't be trading anything else today. I hit 3 TPs. It's a massive day. I usually don't trade.
I don't think it,
Don't trade as much.
I already stopped after one, so I mean
Yeah.
it was for me.
It's crazy.
VIP Finance show is having a great day. So 2 trades with Rosa, amazing. I am reminding about the 4 accounts that you guys will get, the most active viewers during our live stream. So the stream is coming to an end now. So commenters. So I'm thinking the way I think how can they be reached? I'm not sure, but I'm sure the team will at FundingPips will get to you.
VIP. Oh, you took the NAS entry as well. So it's 2 coffees. The third coffee, it's a coffee and the breakfast.
Can you give us a gold trade? He's asking Saif out this asking Rosa, can you please give us a gold trade?
No, not today anymore. I'm exhausted actually.
It's mentally it's very draining to be honest.
Yes, it's exhausting because, guys, I'm on a live stream and it's not me on my own trading, same as Arnas. So it's providing conversation, trying to help you out with insights or process of thinking you have, questions you have, and also being focused on the charts in trying to get you good trades as we did today. So it's very, very difficult and it's stressing and challenging. So someone was asking something. I was trying to read before answering that, and I lost track. Anyway. Oh, yeah, Clinton was asking one more question. How do you manage emotions if you are on a losing streak? I am so often on a losing streak. You couldn't even imagine. Yeah, because you are now seeing 3 TPs on one live session, but this is not my reality. My reality is, and you will see probably in the forthcoming weeks. Sometimes I hit 8 losses on a row, 6, 8, 10, 5. I keep going. My strategy works, and I don't know in some of the countries, but here in Spain, when you negotiate salary, and the same in the UK, you don't negotiate how much are you going to earn on a daily basis. You negotiate a gross amount yearly in a year. So you're saying you're gonna, I don't know, your salary is going to be 100K in a year, and then they split it in months. And that's a gross salary. You have to pay taxes, blah 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 blah. So in trading and in trading is the same. You have to look further, not look at one trade, but look at 1 year of trading. And this is the amount of time I'm taking, same as a regular job. So I keep when I used to work in ARM or Accenture, I had shitty days, quite a lot in a row, because projects were delayed. I used to manage over 100 people on a daily basis in different countries: India, New York, London. It was crazy. So a lot of pretty bad days on a row. So trading is pretty the same. Some good days, some bad days, but all in all, it pays off. So no more trades to me, and
Yeah, nothing for me as well. It's news in 7 minutes, and I think we're
yeah,
ending the stream also. So I mean,
yes, we are.
it's a good, very good turnout. I mean, 3 TPs with Rosa, and I mean, you should. This is a good day. So time for some rest, I think, and we can come back tomorrow.
Yep.
Hopefully, 3 of us. Hopefully, there's going to be a
Yep.
third person as well. There was a little issue with the internet, so we had to do it us two. But tomorrow we'll have who are we having tomorrow?
Anas, are you reading the WhatsApp
Yeah,
before we leave?
I am. Yeah.
Okay.
So let's pick Rosa. Pick 2 winners of the account. Rosa, you take 2, and then I will take 2.
Okay. So Sirpa will be one of them.
Yeah, and then who wants to receive the accounts, you need to update your emails on their
Yep.
YouTube profiles. That's how they will get in touch with you.
Yes, please update your emails. So Sirpa Boys Alabaro will be the one.
Okay. I'm giving another account to Kremines Dangus. And who else?
Oh, there's a lot of people, Pet. Just a second, I'm just trying to find some extremely good questions we answered. Wow, there's a lot. So
Yeah, I know. We still have one to give out. Just pick one.
yeah. Okay, Clinton and Nadi.
There we go. So just again, let's repeat because I forgot. Now
Yeah,
I remember
it's
Kremenis Dangus, Sirpa, right?
Sirpa Boys, Clinton.
And who else?
So let me just take a screenshot. And that's it. The next one's yours.
Oh, okay.
So it's
okay.
4
So I
winners.
have to pick. No, are we sure? No, we're giving one to Clinton, one to Sirpa.
Yep.
And
then the one you
one
said.
Yeah, Kremenis Dangus, and I'll pick one more.
Yeah, pick one.
I'm trying to get to the comments.
Please update your emails on your YouTube so FundingPips can contact you.
I'm looking for something. Okay, Lawrence Young. Let's do Lawrence Young. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So we have the winners, and congratulations. The team will.
And see you tomorrow.
Yeah, contact us. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Rosa. Pleasure as always.
Thank you, guys. A pleasure. Bye-bye.